Don't just rely on what is connected in you when they were building your house, because that's only a bang house. Now that if you want to build living inside the house, you need to also upgrade your electrical application with the electric company, in which to declare how many high-powered appliances and electric plugs or lights that you have inside. Then to avoid low voltage, and you will have day 47 of my budget bungalow build. This is the first time I'm going down because I've just been so busy today. This morning I was spending a lot of time answering questions on the comments. And then I have some other stuff to do around the house that I was finishing. And then you got old B was moaning about something. I forgot what he's moaning about. And also I want to share, yesterday here was Mother's Day in the Philippines. So Olby was so excited. I want to take you out for a nice meal in a 5-star hotel. Only the best will do. We can even stay in a hotel and make a night of it. We'll have steak, filet mignon, champagne. No expense spared, as Mother's Day is only once a year. And so I said, okay, what are you gonna do? We're all locked down. And he said, oh, yeah, but the thought was there. As always, he said that the thought is important. It's always, you know, it's a thought that counts. It's the thought that is important. And so he said to me, what's for dinner tonight? And I told him, you're such an old bee. And so here I am now, answering comments on questions on the comments. Taking up so much of my time, actually, that sometimes you need to get laws explained to them, because they have, although you explain it on the video, they still want to let you explain on the answers, and it's taking so much of my time. That was the Lloyd that I met. Now he's picking up some snacks for the guys here. And here I am now on the build site, going in to see what's the progress for today, because I have missed checking it this morning. So this is what has been done this morning. They've done the top, chip what's not straight, and just render it without those strings that you can see that takes a long time. Because like I said, I don't care if it's not square or straight. As long as the hollow blocks are protected, that's all that matters with this rendering. Because this is not a contest of who's the squarest, who's the smoothest, as we will not be painting this anyway. So here you can see they've almost done on this side. This is like a 6-meter, because 6-meter stretch, and then they chip and will smoothen out the corner before they turn around. So not so bad for a half day's work. And I could see that old Lito start to take out the frames and of the door, whatever we can use from the old house to here. So we will all be finished. Because by doing this, we're almost there. I'd like to think that we're almost there. 2 more weeks and we're out of this house and be starting to destroy the old house so we can make the road. So Daloy is making the muck and also sifting the sand at the same time. So you can see there was the remnants of the fiesta last Saturday where they roast the 3 pigs around here. So there's like 3 spaces for the pigs to be roasted. So Daloy is doing the muck he's doing the sifting of the sand. That's how they sift the sand. And that's where he mixed the muck. But you can see it's almost there on this one. And they'll go on the side. And then transfer on this bigger one, which is 9 square meter. 9 meters. So I'm gonna have to get inside to see what old Dito's doing in the old house. See how he's getting on with taking out the frames. I'll just go in because it's safer to go this way where they used to live. I'll go on the other side, go inside the house, I suppose. Because they have locked that door. They have transferred most of their things inside now. Because this is where they held the fiesta. I was not able to come. But you can see it's more spacious than what they used to have. So this is their dirty kitchen. The toilet has been installed and covered. And this is the dirty kitchen. And to go inside the old house, you have to go this way. So they have packed out most of the things. This is what it looks inside here. Tay. Natay ma. Tanawa lang unsay magamit na to tay. So Tatay Lito is taking up the frames that we can use for the doors and windows inside the house. Bisag kanigay tayo para pultahan. Sama nakapultahan square. Oh. Kani ba usa ka square ana kwaon na ang para jam? Oh. Kay kwaon na na. Kani pizza. Kani ana. Bong kada kan masimbol mo. So we'll just see if what we can use as jams around here. So you see all the roof. So we have one door frame, with the door jam, and then one window frame slab up here as a start. Then we'll just look around as Tatay Lito will continue to demolish some of the house parts like the window and door first. So this one is a good door frame and a door in a window frame. So that's one that we can use. One set, one window, one door. But this door jamb can be on the front door because it's quite solid. Or whatever door that we can use if it's not so big. So they're just chipping off the little bits of the sharpness here on the front before they transfer. And we've taken down the door frame with the door jambs with the door, and then the door frame, window frame that can be used. It's made of narrow wood. So now that I can just use anything that I can salvage in the house, it's fine with me. So we will just connect it with the rebars and then cement it over the door frame, and then to square up the window frame, and even the door, to see what we can do to make it more faster. But you can see that they are still on this one. They must have been doing this morning because they're already on the final stage of smoothing it out. We're trying to do this side so we can transfer their old electric that we will be connecting on the middle here, on the top. So that's what the purpose of doing this side, so the electric can be moved. Then it's be easier to demolish the old house. So they're now on the final, and they will transfer on this side. Then off we go. Hope to be almost just there this week, working week, so we can just start demolishing the old house. So they will be starting this side now. They have done on the other side. They will just transfer their stage that they have created. So they will just have to square this all off for the windows. Ang kanang electric ba? Pwede ram na i-transfer desto nga, no? O sa tumoy. So the middle is the one they want. So they're transferring the sa tunga bitaw tay tunes. Lagi sa babaw. Dawaton lang. Lagi. Lagi. Mas maayo diha kay arma. Makatag iyang distribution ba? So the center will be the transfer of the electric connection. Because that will be, because they got loads of extra wires that they have just tied on over there, where the, you know, that jackfruit tree with a little roof on it, that will be the one. They just turn it around here. They had some extra ones, and over here on the middle. So that's why we're starting here, but now they're done here. They're now on the other side. I'm going back down now for my last check of the day. It's now 4:20 in the afternoon and day 47. And I hope that I can use much more of the wood that's in the old house. Then I could deduct that. I think I could just save about 2,000 or 3,000 pesos out of it for the door frames and the door window frames. And then I still gonna have to get the windows. But if I could get salvage some of the wall thing and make it into doors, because they can shape it into doors. Like there's a wall there that I could see between those two rooms upstairs. That could be made into doors. Like, because now I'm over budget, although it's not as much as some have claimed, like just 1/3 bigger than the budget bungalow I have made, and it's not rendered, no ceiling, and 500,000. I think have done a good job about that budget bungalow. But now I'm on the stage of finishing it, transferring the electrics. You can see that they have already lived inside. Started to live inside. They got their kitchen going on. So you can see that it won't be long now that I'll be saying goodbye to this build, and we'll give you the total and also what I have saved on it. I'll give you the total. So in case you're gonna follow the same build, you can just add it on top. Then you can see the actual budget that you gotta prepare if you're gonna build the same thing as what I'm building here that I called a budget bungalow, but which is now over my budget. So let's see, I'm here now, what they have done since I left. So this is what's added additional from what the other side of the wall that they have done this morning, and also the taking of those frames from the old house. But the additional materials for today is only 3 sacks of cement with a 3-to-1 mix, 3 fine sand to 1. So that was just added for today, because they will still chip some of the protruding columns because they wanna render it straight, not like the column will be emphasized, but it will be straight on. That's why they're chipping it off like they have done here. There is no emphasizing of the column in the middle, so that will happen here. There is no emphasizing of the columns because there's 2 columns in the middle of this one. And so today 3 bags of cement was used, and 3 with a 3-to-1 mix. That will be added day 47 as day 46. The total was 219,423. That was last Friday. So I'd like to talk about the electrics here, because what we plan to do is just transfer their electrics, as they have a lot of extra wire, as you can see there on their wall, and it will be placed here in the middle of this, between the columns. And the reason, you know, when you transfer electric here, because I got a question about this, how to prevent that you have low voltage, because when you apply for electrics, you have to declare what type of house and how many connections do you put in. And a lot will just put in a shed with 2 or 3 lights, and then when they make their own house, they don't want to upgrade the electric, and so they have low voltage. When I was building my castle, I have 3 electric meter connection on that house. 1 for my guest house and 2 for my main house. So I receive 3 bills of electric every month. I have 3 meters outside. And so I have to fill out the proper form because there is classification of how many do you use. And the electric company will provide you a better cable going in your house because your electrics are not the indigent level, which is just 2 bulbs or 3 bulbs. So they will be giving you thicker wires from the main post, or even improve the transformer near you because your application is higher level, higher class residential, which if you declare that how many usage that you have, of course it will matter for the fees that you pay during the application, but it does improve your electric supply. You don't have this low voltage problem all the time. The low voltage maybe when there's typhoon or something that they turn off the main plant for protection. But normally because I have the proper application for my castle's electric supply, in fact the main house had 2 electric supply, I don't have the sufferings of low voltage because I use a lot of electrics. I have to declare how many air cons is running on. So the electric supply I have thicker wires. And also they have increased the transformer that I have. So that is their breaker there from the main electric post towards there, and then it continues on to here. Or I think the breakers is inside because the meter was there. But this is what I mean, because I got a question about this. I think someone else is mentioning about the problems of electric. So I will tell you that when you build your house, usually you just apply for a bunghouse connection, which is just 2 or 3 lights. You need to upgrade your electrical application. Usually it requires a building permit. But you can also apply, if you don't have a building permit, what are their alternative requirements? I have to get back because I got a nail protruding on the sun. So what are their additional requirements? But usually it's your building permit, and then you apply for a better electrical connection. Don't just rely on what is connected in you when they were building your house, because that's only a bunghouse. Now that if you want to build living inside the house, you need to also upgrade your electrical application with the electric company, in which to declare how many high-powered appliances and electric plugs or lights that you have inside. Then to avoid low voltage, and you will have the proper connecting cables, or even they also improve the transformer, electric transformer that they put into the post near you, which is what happened to me because I got a lot of 2 meter application. So the transformer around our area was increased. So like I said, that electrical connection company will only be responsible of the electric connection towards your house. Internal connections are all your responsibility. So you have to take better care that it will be safe for your own use. So but this one, you can see that the application is only for the indigent level, which is 2 or 3 lights, and that they want to maintain it like that. Because otherwise, relatives will start charging their phones inside, which the old man will be paying for the electric on that. So not so much about what electrical thing that we'll be using, because as far as I'm concerned, when I hear about and see it myself, the video of someone having a house like this, unrendered, just 1/3 bigger, $500,000, no ceiling, no rendering, and he said that he needs another $300,000 to finish it all up. That will be $800,000, and almost done with mine, and I'm not even reaching 300,000 yet. I think I've done a good job on this one. It's rendered inside and out. Yeah, I don't have ceiling, but then again, I don't have $500,000 budget. So this is quite I'm inspiring my OFW brothers that they can save their earnings abroad and build their own house if they are renting easily. You know, you can even have lesser rooms, and we have 3 rooms for this one, but you can have 2 rooms. But you know what I mean? It's better than renting, forever renting. In fact, I got a lot of positive comments from my OFW brothers that I have been inspiring them on, giving them idea that they can actually build budget bungalows that doesn't cost $1 million and very affordable for them. So like I said, day 46 the total was 219,423. So with the 3 bags of cement now plus the labor, that's additional to it, but you can see I'm almost done. But whatever I could save on window frames, I will just add it on top when I'm done. So you can see what you're gonna prepare when you are doing it yourself without all new. With me, I'm recycling some, which is the frames I was talking about. But that will be a good idea for you to know what kind of budget you're gonna prepare if you want to prepare or you build something like this for your family here, or for foreigners who wants to have a simple house that it does not take you $500,000. That I have built it a lot less than that and rendered inside and out.